Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Like.English podcast. I'm Luna. Today, I want to share something very useful with you. It's called the chunking method. The chunking method is a simple but powerful way to learn English. If you want to speak English more easily and more naturally, if you want to think in English, then this method can really help you. In this episode, I'm going to explain what the chunking method is and how you can use it every day to speak English better. As always, I will speak slowly and clearly so you can follow step by step. Get ready, and let's begin. So, what is chunking? Let's keep it simple. When you speak English, you don't need to build each sentence word by word. That's slow, difficult, and takes too much effort. And when you speak like that, you can freeze, feel nervous, or forget words. But there is a better way. You can use chunks. Yes, chunks. But what is a chunk? A chunk is a group of words. They are small phrases that are often used together. We don't change them. We don't create them word by word. We use them as they are. Think of chunks like Lego blocks. Each chunk is one block. And when you speak, you just put the blocks together. That's all. Let me give you some examples. You already know some groups like, how are you? I don't think so. Let me think. It's been a long time. Have a good day. No problem. It depends. All of these are chunks. We don't think about grammar. We don't say each word slowly. We say the whole phrase at once. How are you? That's why chunks are powerful. When you learn a chunk, you learn a complete idea. You learn when to use it. You learn how it sounds. It helps you speak more naturally and with more confidence. Now, we're going to practice some chunks together. Repeat after me, okay? How are you? I don't think so. Let me think. Do you feel the difference? You're not learning isolated words. You're learning complete expressions. That is the chunking method. And guess what? If you know 20, 30, or even 50 chunks, you can already have real conversations. No need to translate. No need to think too much. Why does the chunking method help you speak better, especially if you want to speak more fluently? When you try to speak word by word, your brain is working very hard. You need to remember vocabulary, think about grammar. It takes time and sometimes you freeze, you hesitate, become shy, lose confidence. But imagine this. You can say a whole sentence quickly, easily, and correctly. No need to build it. You already know it. That's the power of chunking. When you use chunks, you think in expressions, not in separate words. You speak with complete ideas. And that's how native speakers talk. Native speakers don't build every sentence from zero. They don't think. Subject, verb, object, maybe something else. No. They speak with ready-made phrases, with chunks already in their minds. And when you speak this way, you become more natural. You speak faster, you feel more relaxed, your brain thinks less and speaks more. I repeat, when you use chunks, your brain thinks less and speaks more. That's the goal. Speak with emotion, not fear. Speak with patterns, not pieces. Another advantage of the chunking method. When you listen to English around you, you will start hearing the same expressions again and again. For example, I'm not sure. Let me check. As you want. You will hear them often, and soon you will know them. They will become part of your own English. You don't need to memorize them. You will remember them naturally because you heard them many times. The more you hear them, the more you use them. The more you use them, the better you speak. So remember, chunking is not just a method, it's a way of thinking in English. Very good. Now, let's go a little further. I want to give you concrete examples of chunks. Remember, chunks are not grammar rules or random words. Chunks are natural expressions that people use every day. So now let's look at some useful chunks, slowly, one by one. The first one, I'm on my way. Repeat after me. I'm on my way. It means I'm coming now. No need to say, now I am going to the place where you are. Too long, too complicated, too slow. Instead, just say, I'm on my way. Learn it as one piece. Use it in the right situation. That's a quick and natural chunk. Again, I'm on my way. Next, let's keep in touch. It means we will talk again later. We keep the connection. You can say this when meeting someone new or when finishing a class or a job. Let's keep in touch. It's a friendly way to say goodbye. No need to think about grammar, just say the whole expression. Another one, that's not the point. It means that's not what matters. For example, if someone does not understand what you mean, you can say, that's not the point. Then, that makes sense. We use this when something is clear or logical. For example, someone explains something and she understands. You say, that makes sense. Very common, used all the time. Do you notice something? Each of these sentences is complete. Each one gives a clear message. No need to think about every word or rule. You just say the phrase. That is the strength of chunks. They save you time. They help you speak more naturally. They allow you to speak like real English speakers. Now maybe you're thinking, okay, Luna, that's great. But how do I learn these chunks? Good question. I will show you step by step. Learning chunks is not difficult, but it requires a new way of thinking and a new habit. You don't study single words. You learn complete expressions. Here's how. Step 1. Listen carefully. Very carefully. Watch English movies, listen to podcasts, observe how people speak. You will hear the same phrases again and again. That's not a coincidence. It's because people use chunks often. Pay attention. Notice them. Step 2. Write them down. Don't trust your memory. Use a notebook or your phone. Write the chunk. Write where you heard it, how it was used, and maybe the feeling. Happy, sad, surprised. This helps you remember not just the words, but when and how to use them. Step 3. Say them out loud. This step is very important. Don't just read silently. Speak out loud even if nobody is listening. When you speak aloud, your mouth gets used to the sounds. Your tongue learns the movements. Your brain connects sound and meaning. Soon you will say the chunk automatically, no translation needed. Step 4. Review often. Chunks are like small plants. They need water. This means look at them again regularly. Every 2 or 3 days, review your notes. Repeat the phrases. Try using them in different situations. Even reading them aloud helps. Just 5 minutes a day is enough. You don't need to learn 10 or 20 a day. Just 2 or 3 is perfect. You can find them in a movie, in this episode, or while speaking with someone. Keep your ears open. When you hear something useful and natural, write it down. For example, keep me updated. I'll take care of it. I'm not in the mood. These are real chunks. Short, simple, useful. There you go, my friends. Today you learned the chunking method. You saw what it is, why it works, and how to use it. Remember, English becomes easier when you speak in phrases, not word by word. A few chunks per day can make a big difference. So keep going, listen, speak, and above all, believe in yourself. I'm Luna, and this is the Like English podcast. Thank you for listening, and thank you for learning with me.